All right, this is Hartley Pickens. We're here in the CRockLive.com RV at Hughs Room for Indie Week 2019, the Indigenous Showcase. And we are here with.
Kelly Fraser.
And Matt James.
All right, so I got to tell you, like, I'm feeling pretty impressed. Like, I got to talk to you, both of you, at different times throughout Indie Week already.
Right.
Matt, I was very impressed by your story today.
Yeah. Well,
And
thank you.
And obviously, Indie Week must have been impressed too, because they booked off a pretty impressive venue just for the two of you.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It really is, kid.
I'm spoiled.
You got to think about it. Like, other venues are stacking several bands, and you're
Yeah.
in one of the premier sounding venues in Toronto, and they wanted to showcase you to that extent.
Absolutely.
So,
We're
I mean,
only
like,
two of us.
and I got the pleasure of seeing both of you, and it was worth it. It was really worth it. So, where are you from, Matt?
I'm from Matagami First Nation. That's pretty much where I grew up. And then as I kind of got older, I ended up moving to, because of school, our grade school there only goes like so high to a certain grade. And then plus, my dad kind of wanted to give us more of an opportunity to excel at life. And we ended up moving to Timmins, Ontario. And now I make my home in Sudbury, Ontario.
Well, that's very interesting. I got to tell you, my family is from Sudbury originally.
Oh, no way.
Absolutely, absolutely. My grandfather was one of the founders of Sudbury General Hospital.
Oh, that's awesome,
Moses
man.
Mitchell. Way too much information about me. And you, young lady,
Yes,
I've got to see you a few times.
Yes,
Very talented,
yes.
by the way.
It's very entertaining to watch you up there.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
And where are you hailing from these days? I think you told me this already, but it's pretty impressive when you say it.
Yes, I'm from Nunavut, but I from a town called Sanikilok. It's actually a little island in the middle of the Hudson Bay, but I live in Winnipeg now.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, awesome,
Windy
awesome,
City.
awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome.
Sometimes it's colder over there than it is where I'm from. I'm from the Arctic.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm a little shocked about that. Like, it's being from the Arctic. I mean, people joke around, hey, like we're gonna freeze in the Arctic, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you're actually from the freaking Arctic. It's like, and you were living, tell me about your lifestyle up there.
So I grew up there, and I grew up eating fish and going hunting and hunting for belugas and seals
That's impressive.
and learning how to sew with sealskin, which I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing sealskin boots. You can touch them.
Oh, I want them. No.
That's awesome.
Maybe I'm your size.
I careful, man, because I might ask you to
So
try
got
those on.
sealskin boots. I got cowboy boots, but I was calling them techno boots last night because the music wasn't country. So I was like, well, these are techno boots.
They're the new techno.
Yeah.
So I mean the diversity, and I'm so reluctant to say Indigenous because like this is the Indigenous Showcase. What the truth is that you guys are making great music by any standard. So you said something. Someone actually I can't remember which one of you that said is like music's a great way to read reconciliation.
Yeah, that's
I also said that.
Yeah, so you both said it.
great minds think alike.
And you know what the truth is you know more about it than the average Joe like me.
Yes.
And we're probably the ones that probably need to do a little more reconciling. But it's it's the more you dig into your culture or your cultures, because it wasn't like when you say Indigenous, there wasn't like one just tribe of Indigenous people. There was
there's so many different aspects and so many different. I almost want to say like different cultures within the culture.
Absolutely.
Because it's like her way of living is very intriguing to me. Although I wouldn't have survived because I don't like fish.
That is something, eh?
But I really, really, really respect your way of living, and it's very as much as people always come to me and ask me about my culture and stuff. It's like I don't really know all aspects, but it's like I'm still learning, and for me, I couldn't be more proud to be involved, especially in this particular showcase, because I think it's important to get our voices heard and let the world know that there's so much talent wrapped up within the. Look at that, we are too hot.
Yeah, the RV's busted
But
again. Yeah.
it's important for the world to recognize the talent that's hidden within the Indigenous community, and I find that we almost don't get the same equal level of opportunity and chance for advancement, I guess. But now that I find that things are kind of changing and evolving, it's great that they're starting to really shed the light on the Indigenous community, because there's so much talent that's wrapped up in it. And
I believe that the world is bored of the same
I have to
stuff
agree.
recycled, and then now we're reaching a point where people want music that means something, that's spiritual,
They
that
can connect
is
to.
authentic
Yeah.
and has a story. And I believe we give people that story, that feeling of I'm human, I need to be here.
Mhm.
I'm here doing what I love to do, and people love to hear the music and hear the messages. And you were amazing tonight. I really love your voice.
Well, thank you so much.
Your guitar playing skills are on point, despite you only knowing G, C, and D. Just
I rearranged those 50 times. But I have to agree. You know, it's just like, even with you, it's like when you started your whole throat singing, I was just like, wow. I was like, this is like awesome. You know, the most quietest one on the panel this afternoon in the songwriters workshop, and I'm like, and yet such a big personality. And I think that's what I respect the most about you, is like you don't just give it all away right away. And it's just like you get up on that stage and it's like you really let everyone know that it's your time to shine. And it's like, I really respect what you do. I'm a fan. And
I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm gonna get your stuff. I want it on my next album, like a sample of some of the stuff you did tonight. It was so good.
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got a weird question. So, like, I mean, because there is some history, and again, if this is going too deep, you can just tell me to shut up when we get out. What is that?
Never.
Like, you know, a lot of, and I mean, it comes from, you take it like, rhythm music from Afro-Canadians and stuff like that. A lot of great music is built from trial, tribulation, and strife.
Yes.
So, I mean, when you're talking about authenticity, and when your lyrics, I mean, some of the songs that you sang tonight spoke, I mean, directly to it.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, directly to it. Like, it was poignant, and you were saying it out loud. You're like, these are the pains, these are the sufferings. You were talking about heavy situations like suicide and stuff like that. And really, I don't know enough about it to really comment, but I've watched a lot of shows on the Arctic and some of that stuff. So, like, when you were talking about that in your music, because I had a little bit of knowledge, I was going, yeah.
Saying the things that most people are afraid to say and talk about.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's great about, you know, all the various Indigenous artists that are starting to surface now, is that so many people are scared to talk about what happened and like what our culture kind of has faced and what we've been through. But when people such as yourself get up there, and even myself, and we start to show the world that we're not any different than anybody else, and that, you know, we're capable of doing the same things, and we're not afraid to talk about what happened or any experiences.
I apologize. See you next time.
And just having the opportunity to be center stage and to just say the things that people are too scared to talk about or even to mention, and it's like, I'm glad that you can use your voice and be an advocator, and I can use my voice and be an advocator, and I think it's so important that we continue to do that.
But I think there's two sides to it all. Like,
Absolutely.
I think when I'm hearing those powerful lyrics that are talking about some of the realities of how you evolved into a singer and as a person, very powerful. But again, I'm sitting and listening to your just plain old kick-ass music.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, on both terms, like, you know what I mean? You're saying you're a very polished artist. You're winning awards.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting how, like, you know, like, how different your styles are. But the reality is from my point of view, and again, I don't have the best goggles because I don't see color a lot. Like, I see talent.
I'm the same.
Yeah. So you mean, like, I know there's a lot of stuff that exists like that. But the truth of the matter is I just watched two great artists tonight, and it's and that's just the truth of the matter. And I've seen you more than once, right? And it's very daring how you just put yourself out there. And again, I'm not trying to
Thank you.
blow up your ego, but it's dangerous being that honest.
It is, and I've had people say rude things about me because I wear seal. I've had a lot of lateral violence from my own people, racism from non-Indigenous people, and so I do really put myself out there. On the panel that we spoke on today, the best piece of advice someone gave me, that was one of the things we discussed, and I said to put myself out there. Someone told me, put yourself out there. Don't shy away. Don't not show people that you're always working. And so
don't let anyone ever overshadow your light.
Yeah, like, I mean, and it comes right down to it. Like, I mean, you're an artist. You get to pretty much do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like, who's gonna
independent.
Yeah, it's like when the big record label signs you and gives you a whack of money, they get to tell you what to do a little bit. But until that happens, you get to do whatever the hell you want.
Absolutely.
Guys, I got to tell you, I really appreciate the time you're taking to speak to us. And
not
I'm
a
glad
problem.
you guys are just really great artists.
Oh, thank you so
much. We can
much.
call it Indigenous. We can call it an Indigenous showcase, but you could have been on any stage today, and it would have been equally as impressive.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah,
all I gotta say is I'm so happy and honored to have actually played the Hughs room, and it's like when I found out that this is where our showcase was gonna be, I was just like, I was so excited because it's almost like, I almost want to say like world famous. Almost everyone that I talk to actually knows where this place is or has been here before, and they're like, no way, that's where you're going to be playing tonight. And I was like, yeah, and it's basically just for us tonight. So
yeah, it's I was shocked a little bit. I mean, I even knew the schedule. I thought there was going to be. I mean, the truth of the matter is
really makes us feel important.
Well, it's because you are, and you know what? Like, it's I don't know what all the answers are to all the political aspects of this, but when you break it right down to the music part, you guys are great musicians, and you deserve the showcase, right? So,
thank you so much.
You add up all the parts to it, and it was just a great night, right?
Absolutely.
Thumbs up to Indie Week. Thumbs up to Daryl and Cameron Carpenter and all those awesome
CD
people.
Baby and C-Rock Live. Rocks, man.
Absolutely.
And we couldn't be more thankful for giving this opportunity.
Well, there's a whole bunch more to CRockLive.com than just me. I'm just standing here, right? So, but I really appreciate your time, guys.
Where can people find your music?
You can find me KellyFraserMusic.com. You can find me on Instagram, Iskal, and on my Facebook page, Kelly Fraser. Like Kelly Clarkson and Fraser River put together.
Absolutely.
And you can find me at www.mattjamesmusic.ca, Facebook, Instagram, CD Baby, Spotify, just pretty much anywhere that's downloadable. And I just want to say thank you, C-Rock Live.
Oh, you're very welcome.
C-Rock Live.
I got a weird question for you. We're going to close off with this.
Sure.
If other Indigenous artists around Canada want to reach out to you and get a bit of advice, would you be open to that?
Absolutely. I'd be more than happy, not only to just give advice, but to also take it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. That's very, very humble of you. All right, my friends, I appreciate your time, and we'll see you again next year or sooner.
Awesome.